Hi, I am Emiliano, better known as Emita, and today I want to share you the day who changed my life. Well, this day was August 5 of 2017. That day is the day that my little sister Maria Jose born. But to introduce you into this history, I need to tell you what happened one day before. Well, my father Cesar left my mother Maria Eugenia in the hospital La Beneficencia Española. That hospital is the same hospital where my brother and me born. Well, I remember that night I couldn't sleep because the idea of having a little sister was something that I think that is impossible. But the next day, that idea is not the only thing who changed, also my life. Well, the next day, after a long night, my father came to the house to take us, my brother and me. When we stayed in the lobby, he go to the operation room to accompany our mother. Well, the hours pass and pass, and neither of those leave the room. That made me feel so nervous. When a few minutes or hours, I don't know, my father left that room, but this time with my little sister Maria Jose in his arms, and he asked to my brother if we want to eat something for breakfast. We said yes. When we came to the cafeteria, we found our grandmother there. He asked who are our mother. We say that she is fine. After that, she invited us to breakfast. After it, in the cafeteria, my father called my brother Cesar to ask if we want to see our little sister Maria Jose. I remember when I see she for the first time, I'm feeling so happy and excited. And that's it, the day who changed my life. That day left me two important lessons. One is that the food of the hospital is horrible, and second, the life is an adventure that doesn't write it down.
So, hello, I'm Eduardo, better known as Champy in the suburbs, and today I decided to do a Draw My Life. I was born in the city of Puebla the 29th of October of 2004. My fathers are Eduardo and Adriana, and in my first years of life I lived in a really big house but that doesn't have a garden. When I was big enough, I entered to a school called Juan Luis Vives. Was there where I learned about programming, that is a matter that I really like and is one of my favorite ones, because of the commands and all that. Was there also where I met my first friends, but I don't remember their names or whatever. Also, I got interested about basically plants and animals or science, whatever. And it's important to say that I had no one to play with. But then I changed of school and I was like, meh, whatever. In this new school I met my first best friend that is called Diego. Also I got more interested about science and astronomy and became a really good student in matters as biology, astronomy as I said before, and electronics. In this time I also got addicted to a game called Halo, that is a really good one, that teach me about mass destruction and go to another planets. In these times my grades were not good as I wanted, but I really enjoyed to do science. And if it wasn't enough, I changed of school again and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to do this again, but whatever. Again I had no one to play with and I was really sad about this. Also I started to like Nazis and history and basically I started to think about mass destroy the world. Also in these times I started to like a game called Call of Duty, that is one of my favorite games in the world, and I was not a really socialized thing, so I didn't have friends. Also, I did a robot that was amazing, and the classmates were like, "Oh my god, you really do that?" But yes, I did it, and I am really proud about this. Also, I got a 10 because of that robot. In this time, I also got addicted to a game called Portal, that is my favorite game of all of the times. I used to play it on my Xbox, and it was a really good experience. Also, I met a girl called Carla that was my best friend since, as you may imagine, and this frequently in my life, I changed of school again, and I was like, no, please, this time, no, I don't want it. But well, whatever. I was happy because I left my old school that I didn't like it, but unhappy for left Carla. In this new school, I used to fight with my classmates and wasn't a really good experience. Also, my grades went up, and I met a boy called Ivan that is one of my best friends since today, but I don't keep contact with him because he changed school. Also, I started to like more astronomy because of stars, black holes, wormholes, and as you may imagine, I started to like more the damn Nazis that basically introduced me to love Germany and Russia. But hey, not everything was bad at all. I also met new friends like Emiliano, Jorge, and Mr. Tebe, which are my best friends since today, and I really enjoy having a good time with them. Also, I got some romantic interests, but as you may imagine, and basically every one of you know, no one of them worked, so my heart was broken for a while. But hey, nothing bad happened. I was happy after that because I continued having robotics, Python, and Arduino. But because of that and many other reasons, and maybe Nazis, I want to do something that basically no one wants me to do, that is destroy this world, because I hate humanity and I hate everything that this damn world have, and I want to die in his pieces and destroy everything that it have. So, well, my heart was basically broken. So this was my evolution since 2004 to 2020. So, the end.
Today I'm going to tell you my story when I entered high school. First, when I entered high school, for the first time I was nervous, but also happy, since I was eager to know that I will make new friends and acquire more knowledge, but also worried because I assumed I was going to make it harder and I was going to explode my head. Apart, I was very small at that time and I dreamed of growing more and more until I was the tallest. On the first day of school, I arrived and the room they had assigned me was first A. Between and the first thing I think watch which friends will be with me. Then locate where my friends are. The first one I saw was Christian, which we nicknamed as Tian. The second was Nicolas, and the last one I remember was my friend Jimena. So she directed me towards them and I started talking to them. Then we noticed that there was a new partner, and it was when Nicolas told me that he knew him. His nickname was Semita, so we went with him so he wouldn't feel lonely, and we started talking, and that's how I became friends with him. After about 2 weeks passed, and the office registration or the list of extracurricular activities was open. I told my friends that I was going to register volleyball for the first time, and my friends decided to follow me, and because we did, I want to register there since my brother was training volleyball, and I said, why not? Apart, it will be very fun to see my team play against his. My brother at that time, it was in high school. He was much older than me, both in stature and age. In the first volleyball training, I made more friends of different grades, and apart, I noticed that the team was going to cost very. We were all bad. Once again, we did well, but, but because we were all new except for Longba, he more a little more training. Weeks, months passed, and everything was perfect. Everything was happiness and fun. We played several volleyball games, which we lost, but there was one in particular that we faced against the best of all schools. We played against them and we gave everything.